All right, that sounds like we're live. Welcome. So here's a quick update. I went in and did the treadmill test this afternoon, and a little bit of pain, pressure in the first stage. I wouldn't have been able to get out of the first stage anyway, even without the pain or pressure. But again, they were talking about keeping me overnight, but in the end, decided I could go home, and then tomorrow at 1 o'clock in San Francisco at Kaiser Permanente, I'll go into the cath lab, catheterization lab, and they'll do the angiogram and see what's going on. And if they see something, then they'll do the angioplasty, which is the placing of a stent or fixing of a stent. The most likely scenario is that the one that they put in November has some kind of an issue. Again, this all started Friday night. I had angina pain, really sharp, heavy pain in the chest. Took a nitroglycerin tablet, which of course it's supposed to have around when you have this kind of history, and it dissipated. So it was the same pain that I had that preceded getting the last stent in November, which is why I think we all think the doctors, and everybody think there's something going on. So he did say that he didn't see anything on the EKG during the test, but he said it only shows the front of what's going on in front and to this side, I think. And so they can't see behind the heart or to the right side. And so that's where they're going to look. I'm pretty sure that where the last stent was placed, though, was on this side. So I don't know. Um, I guess all bets are off. Who knows? It could be anything. So best case scenario is they see a problem with the last stent and they fix it. The next best scenario is they don't see anything wrong, and so we'll wait it out and see what happens. And then the worst case scenario is they say, you know what, stenting's just not going to work anymore for you, buddy. You better get a bypass. In which case, they'll go in and take stuff out of my legs and put it into my chest and replace all the worn and weary, worn out parts. And I did the research. And the survivability actually long term after a bypass is better than with an angioplasty. So, um, I'd say you do the math, but we already did it for you. There you go. Anyway, my dad is going to be in the hospital tomorrow having a pacemaker replaced. He outlived his pacemaker. It's been 7 years. And so they want to replace it because the battery will start to wear out. And I know he's really concerned, but everything we can find out is it's a routine procedure as long as they're not pulling the leads that run from the pacemaker through the vein directly to the heart. They actually run these things through a blood vessel to the heart, and they have anchors on the end that go in and anchor in. And after they've been put in, scar tissue develops, and pretty much those things are there. To try and remove them is very dangerous. And so we would be very concerned about that. But actually, they're going to leave them there and just replace the unit with the battery in it. So disconnect the wires, reconnect the wires, and stitch up the flap of skin, and you're done. As long as he keeps it clean and avoids contaminating the area, then he should not have any infection. And that would be the thing that would worry us the most. That's the biggest danger. So glad, happy for him. I want to give a shout out to Indy River Flow. You know, David Aguilar advertised a happy hour duo thing that they were doing at the Hop Monk in Sebastopol, and and that's Sebastopol, and it's right here in Sonoma. And since it was so close, I decided, hey, I'll go check it out. And I ran into these guys, and long story short, it looks like I might be writing a song with lyrics done by Indie River Flow, who was at that gig, and we met and talked for a bit. He gave me a book. I brought it home, and we found something. So let's see who just joined us. Ravi, welcome. I'm just sitting here talking right now. I'm about to play some things. No need to talk. You're welcome to stick around, hang out. And I haven't got a clue of what I was going to play. Let me go back. I brought up a song list I can peruse. All right, well, let's see. I was talking to my sister about this song I'm about to do here. Let me move this over there. Let me move this over here. I can almost see. All right. Yeah, I went back when my daughter was born, went to visit my dad, and someone associated with the family down there took me aside and gave me a talking to about, it's nice to play music, but don't expect to, okay, hi, and if you leave by, it looks like you're leaving. And this song, it so irritated me that someone would try and tell me that I haven't got a shot in the world of any success in the music world, never mind business, that it just sat stewing inside me. We got back, that was in LA, and we got back to the Bay Area, and I sat down, and the first thing I did was I just wrote this song out, and I haven't played it for a while, but I was telling my sister the story the other day, so it's called Another Night in Dewsville. So I hope I can get through it without messing it up too much. I didn't know that I was going to the same place I had been, to have the same conversation with someone else on the other end. Well, I don't accept the message that there's something I can't win, and I don't accept your standards or your judgment of my sins. You know, the first time I got discouraged, then I got angry. So you can't change who I am, you better change who you want me to be. So now I understand it's just a part of the grind. It's another night in Dewsville for the honing of the mind. Well, attitudes and platitudes can be so condescending. Oh, happiness is just like ice cream, always melting. I know that happiness is like ice cream, always melting. All right, so Ravi has left. He said his English wasn't too good, and I'm glad he stopped by. So, the other thing that's been going on is carpal tunnel in my left hand mostly. Although my right hand has some issues. It's better without that, isn't it? And so I get muscle pain all up through here. Today I had some down here during that test. And I haven't been able to play as much, and so my playing is suffering. It's very frustrating. I was talking about this earlier about how playing music is a big part of how I deal with depression. And I only know this because when I don't play, I feel depressed. So who knows? Maybe there's no depression unless I'm not playing music. And if I could avoid doing all this little stuff in between the songs, my hands would relax more and make it easier to get through. So isn't it fun to just yeah, not really. Okay. I'm trying to think of it. There's this song I was going to do, and I can't remember it. I'm really going for some of the obscure stuff tonight. That's it. Yeah, so a shout out to my daughter's mother, my former wife. And I wrote this song. This one's for you, Julie. She's helping us out by taking the dog overnight while I'm in the hospital, so. And it's her birthday, so here's your birthday present. Oh, you won't take me alive. When we're apart, it's hell inside. I know you can show me heaven, yeah. Please don't wait until we die. I think I did it in a lower key originally. Other girls I knew before. No, it's girls I knew before you. Couldn't hold me when they tried. Oh, you won't give in. Why won't you give in? Please don't wait until we yes, you won't take me alive. Oh, we're apart, it's hell inside. Oh, I know you can show me heaven, yeah. Please don't wait till we die. I could do that better. Oh, you won't take me alive. When we're apart, it's hell inside. Oh, I know you can show me heaven, yeah. Please don't wait until we die. You know, it's almost it. I can tell I don't play it very often, but anyway, that's the song I wrote to convince her to marry me. And she did. It worked. And we have a beautiful, wonderful, sensational daughter as a result. Let's see, what other obscure stuff can I pull out tonight? This is called Curse Without a Cause, and the basic idea is that without a cause to live for, to work towards, life can be a curse because I don't know what to do with myself. It's true for me anyway. Your mileage may vary. So I'm living out my pages, working for the devil's wages. Gone through so many stages to get back where I'd begun. Haven't acted too courageous. Though at times I was outrageous. My memories, they're ageless. Few tears, lots of fun. Oh, right now, the tears they're winning. Again, the pain beginning. And I'd succeed if I were sinning, for I've lived within those jaws. Oh, but I know it's not my nature. There's universal laws. Oh, right now I am unhappy. Life's just a curse when you have no cause. You know, with the band it could be a longer song, but I don't see the point in repeating. You're driving me crazy, night after night, keeping me waiting. I don't know why you won't just let me run. 'Cause I've been wrong so many times before. Been so long I came through that door. Look in your eyes, oh, they're staring at the floor. While they're staring at the floor. Oh, that you got angry eyes. Love in your heart makes me realize I was lost that first night I opened up to you. Oh, you opened up too. Don't wanna go, but I'm not gonna stay in the twilight zone of your love parade. So many friends, how many feel your pain? Oh, like I feel your pain. Oh, you're driving me crazy, night after night, keeping me waiting. I don't know why you won't just let me run. Oh, but you won't let me run. Why won't you let me run? Yes, folks, it's Obscure Originals night tonight for me. Since we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, you never know what tomorrow's going to bring. Tomorrow doesn't bring anything because tomorrow never comes, right? This is a song I wrote for my daughter. It's called Growing Roses. As you go running through your life, growing roses and playing with the light. Hold your head high. See a rose growing there in your mind, and it flows with the light through your eyes. and it shows as a glow when you look at it right. Oh, when you know it shows, make it right. As you go, walking through your life, oh, picking roses and playing in the light. Hold your head high. See a rose growing there in your mind, and it flows with a light through your eye, and it shows as a glow when you look at it right. Oh, when you know that it shows, make it bright. Yes, when you know that it shows, make it bright. Oh, make it bright. Take the light and make it bright. Oh, oh, yeah, Growing Roses for Hannah. Let's see. Should we check? That looks good now. So this is the Big White Horse. Take some splaining. Back when Brent overdid it, this song came out, and I have this policy. I the thing I try and practice when I have a lyric come to me is to try and be as true to the original that I can. The only thing I will do if I sit down and write something out is I'll try and take all of the ands, ors, or, the connective tissue, so to speak, that we use in speaking, but that doesn't really add anything to. In fact, it detracts from a lyric, in my opinion. actually. My father's opinion. He's the one that taught me. I learned more from him than anything I ever learned in school. Anyway, and the idea behind that is, as long as I'm true and honest about what came out, then I can ensure that you, the listener, or some other listener, will hear something they need to hear or find something they need to find there. It may have nothing to do with what I thought I was writing about. But if I'm honest and I tell the truth, then I preserve that possibility. And so I've tried to honor that. And so this is one of those songs that has, this one has a verse in it that's a little difficult. It's a little harsh, in my opinion, but it's what was there, and so I've left it there, so to speak. And so anyway, this is The Big White Horse. Once I knew a big man, bigger than me or you, called the shots for a lot of rocks, some coal and some jewels, some coal and some jewels. Going to the party, I'm gonna have some fun, and I'm gonna ride the big white horse and shoot off my gun. Shoot off my gun. So he went on to his party. He rode that big white horse. He shot his gun, but he had no fun, for he was done before he knew. Done for before he knew. Look here, Mama, Papa's on the ground with a hole in his chest and a hole in his arm, the skin all purple and brown, his skin all purple and brown. Oh, the moral of the story, one I choose to tell: go on to parties, have some fun, but stay away from guns. Don't play with guns. Stay away from, don't play with guns. Yeah. This is Obscure Originals Night for Jeff Hellman's Steel Rain. I do have a SoundCloud page. SoundCloud is still around. I hope they stick around. There's been some talk about problems there. Steel Rain with 2 N's. SteelRainn. If you go to soundcloud.com/steelrain with 2 N's, then you'll find 130 something tracks. Including some of these obscure tracks. This one's called Loneliness and Yearning, and can't really say where it came from. It's one of my older tunes, but I think you'll like it. A night filled with music, our words avoided love, recipes, summer breeze, literacy, family trees. Sleeping hours side by side, never did agree. You know, my mind was racing with my heart, while the track as wide as the sea. Oh, it's loneliness and yearning, defenses falling down. I come to you, my love, to prove, turn your heart around. Oh, loneliness and yearning, all the fences falling down. Yeah, I come to you, my love, to prove, turn your heart around. Well, the thoughts I had were crazy, my thoughts are crazy still. No longer will they go away, or will my heart be still? Not now as I lay down and I beckon unto sleep. You know, a face appears before me, like emotions run so deep. And that loneliness and yearning, for the fences falling down. Yeah, I come to you, my love, to prove, turn your heart around. I wanna turn your heart around. Oh, let me turn your heart around. Let me turn your heart around. I wanna turn your heart around. Let me turn your heart around. Really short songs, huh? You know, it needs a whole band to flesh it out. Just sitting here and playing them like this. Of course, if I had more skills, you know, I'd probably dress them up a little more. But again, these are obscure songs I don't play very often tonight. How many people paid their utility bills recently and cried because they were so high? Yeah, I have trouble strumming lately. I don't know, my hand may be, I don't know. Working for the utilities and the landlord's profit dreams, making rise my hostility. Don't they know they're killing me, killing me? Every day I think my God, one things around. Then God I found upon, I can't remember my own words to the song. Working for the utilities and the landlord's pocket dreams, making rise my hostility. Don't they know they're killing me, killing me? Oh, baby, God, oh, no, I see what's wrong. If I fall upon the ground, the man he come wearing a frown. Working for the utilities and the landlord's pocket dreams, making rise my hostility. Don't they know they're killing me, killing me, killing me? Yeah, boy, I totally forgot the words to that one. I guess I never had it worked up as well as the other songs I've been doing. That, I mean, I make it all the way through without a muff here and there, but at least I remember the lyrics. All right. Well, in some year, I can never remember what year, what happened. Jerry Garcia had what they called a diabetic coma, and I got the call. I was working on a used car lot, I never sold a car in that job either. But I got a phone call that it had happened, and I sat down and wrote this song out while I should have been trying to sell a car, which I never did succeed at there. It's called Rainbow. There's a rainbow in the sky, on the sidewalk stand I am a working man with a rainbow, understand. Under ceilings, under mine, out of sounds, out of time. Cross the road, cross the plan, with a rainbow, understand. Crossroad to describe, false apostle takes a bribe, put the money in his hand, watch it run into the sand. Can't escape the telephone. First a rain and then a drone. Send me away, keep me home. Too sick today, send a clone. I can't run, I can't hide. Climbing walls, I can't abide. Set apart, I stand alone. Can I stop, or will I go? Will I stop, or must I go? Scandal handled like affair. You checked out of there. Who would say, who holds the stone? To delay is to condone. Don't delay, cast out the stone. There's a rainbow in the sky, on the sidewalk stand I am a working man. Could a rainbow understand? Could a rainbow understand? What could a rainbow understand? Yeah, well, we'll get all this straightened out, and then I have plans for this spring and summer to go and play at campgrounds, at festivals across these here California counties, and Washington, and Oregon, and maybe even heading east. See how it goes, if I can figure out if I can do it. I mean, I don't know what the scene is like these days. It used to be, last I experienced, like the High Sierra Music Festival. I used to love to go to that. I didn't go that often. I think I went twice. But, you know, the scene in the campgrounds was awesome. You know, people jamming and stuff, and I want to do it. So one of the reasons I'm working on my acoustic chops is because they don't like electric instruments in the campground, so they say. But I don't know. I'll bring one with me just in case. So, can anyone tell me how many pieces there are in a broken heart? Well, I tried to figure it out. You came to me, you brought the spark that glowed like perfection when life seems so dark. Now I'm like thinking from the end to the start, counting the pieces of a broken heart. How many pieces in a broken heart? Oh, there's one for each line and each thoughtless remark, one for each moment will now be apart, counting the pieces of a broken heart. It was not the pain, no, that came and went. Oh, you were so vain, but I could live with that. Oh, you never loved me, you just played the part, and the truth, when it came, it shattered my heart. Oh, how many pieces in a broken heart? Oh, there's one for each line and each thoughtless remark. There's one for each moment will now be apart, counting the pieces of a broken heart. One for each moment will now be apart, counting the pieces of a broken heart. Yeah, that's the email coming in, first to the phone and then to the iMac. So I guess I should turn my speakers off. And then, ooh, sorry, I'm a little tired. It's been a little stressful around here. A little stressful around here, just a little stressful around here. It's been the death of Just that's what I'm feeling. Well, maybe that would be a song. If I wasn't broadcasting, I'd probably try and work that into something. Maybe I will afterwards. Let's see. That's how songs get written for me anyway. They just kind of happen. Is there anything else? So this is Not Tonight, I Have a Heartache, which is a bit of a cheesy title, I know. The first verse goes, she reaches out to me just the way I'd want her to. So the first she and the her are not the same person. And she holds me oh so close, just the way I used to do. So this is a song about someone lying next to someone thinking about someone else. She reaches out to me just the way I'd want her to. Oh, she holds me oh so close, just the way I used to do. Her love is like the warmth of her breath upon my neck. Still I must turn away. What can I say? What can I do? My thoughts move far away, won't let me stay within this room. Not tonight, I have a heartache. She does not understand, oh, the coldness of my hand. And she wants no other man. Oh, this was not what I planned. Not tonight, I have a heartache, heartache. Not tonight, I have a heartache. I have a doctor to prove it. I have the test results to prove it. I have a heartache. I've been singing about broken hearts and heartaches tonight, and I just realized that I my broken heart has more to do with the physical world than the emotional one at this point. That's kind of funny. Anyway, all right. Well, enough of this. We'll end with someone else's song. If my words did glow with the gold of the sunshine, and my tunes were played on a harp unstrung, would you hear my voice come through the music? Would you hold it near as it were your own? It's a hand-me-down. Oh, the thoughts, they're broken. Perhaps they're better left unsung. I don't know. Don't really care. Let there be songs to fill the air. River and still water, where there is no pebble tossed, nor wind to blow. Reach out your hand. If your cup is empty, and if your cup is full, may it be again. Let it be known there is a fountain that was not made by the hand of man. There is a road, no simple highway between the dawn and the dark of night. And if you go, then no one will follow, for that path is for your steps alone. Ripple in still water, where there is no pebble tossed, nor wind to blow. You choose to lead, must follow. Or if you fall, or you fall all alone, if you should stand, then who's to guide you? If I knew the way, I would take you home. La da da da, la da da da, la 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 da. Let there be songs to fill the air. So I'm assuming I'll see you all sometime next week, and we'll do this again. This has been good for me. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. Thanks to at least the one person who looks like they stuck through the whole thing. If that's you, Sudesh, thank you so much. Sudesh Solanki, big man on campus here at Google Plus. Always good to be in touch. So have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.